Hey, we are live. Welcome to this live stream, Next Level Life, where we talk about what action you need to take to move your life to the next level. Whether that is growing a business, moving house, downsizing, uh, whatever it is, we talk about it here. Today, we're talking about procrastination, why we procrastinate, and what we can do about it. So, first up, I wanted to ask you a question and let me know in the comments. Do you procrastinate? I know I certainly do. It's something that I have always done. And as I've come to know and understand myself more, I have learned why I procrastinate. And it's always good to know why you do something because then you can do something about it. Until you understand the why, you're kind of going in the dark. It's kind of difficult to know what action to take and also um, how to be with yourself through that. Hello, Life After Silence. Thank you for joining me from Florida. Great to have you here. That's wonderful. Thank you so much. So, we're talking about procrastination. Yes, you made it. Yay. Thank you. And why we procrastinate. So, do you procrastinate? I know I certainly do. It's something I've always done. So, I've got a few stats here which I found really, really interesting about procrastination when I did some research. And we all do it. So, 20 to 25% of adults are chronic procrastinators in some area of their life. So I found that really fascinating that there were that many that were chronic procrastinators. And what I found even more astonishing was that 80 to 90% of people, 80 to 90% of college students procrastinate at some point. Now, I know when I was in school, I certainly procrastinated because, I didn't like school and I wasn't particularly good at school for various reasons. Um, but not that I didn't have the ability. I was just in a very bad space as a teenager. So I procrastinated as a student for sure. And the other statistic I've got here is that 80 to 95% of people procrastinate sometimes, even if they don't identify as being a chronic procrastinator. So I found that really interesting too, that almost everybody procrastinates at some point or other. So from that perspective, I think that, and I kind of feel like I'm normal, which is really cool. I like that idea that, given that I procrastinate, that doesn't make me anything wrong with me. It doesn't make me bad, terrible, or awful. Excuse me, I'm just going to have some water. But it does make me feel reassured, I guess, that I'm normal, that I'm not different to most people because I procrastinate. 80 to 95% of people procrastinate. Life after silence, I do. Mine stems more from my mind pulling me so many directions. I end up losing time. Okay, yeah. From what you've shared on your channel, I can definitely see that would be a thing for you. Hi, Debbie Sue. Welcome. And Nafisa, hi. We were just chatting over on Steve Brocky's live, which was great. So, where are you all watching from? Let me know in the comments. I know where some of you. I think Life After Silence. Now, you said yesterday you are in Florida. But the other two I can't remember. Sorry, yes, Florida. Yeah. So procrastination is a really, really interesting thing. 1 in 4 adults experiences it as an ongoing challenge. So what do we do about it? Debbie Sue from Virginia. Welcome. I'm loving your channel too, Debbie Sue. Nafisa, West Africa. Oh, wow. Isn't it so cool that we have people from so many different parts of the world, like that we can I don't know. I'm 60, I'll be 61 next week. And I was brought up without the internet and with encyclopedias and landline telephones there in a time when it was too expensive to ring, people outside of your own area, even, let alone overseas. So we had pen pals and we wrote letters. And to have the internet, I know it's been around for a long time now, but just to think back how things were and how they are now and how we can connect like this around the globe, like in real time, it's just, it's such an amazing thing, isn't it? It's just, yeah, it's incredible. So why does procrastination feel bad? And why do we do it? Hi, Lucy. Hello. Just popping in to say hi. Thank you for popping in, Lucy. And thank you for your email. I have responded to that now. So, yeah, really cool. Lucy is a fellow new YouTuber who talks about, so her channel is, Lucy on Life. So she talks about all sorts of things over there. And, everybody here has obviously got their own channel. So check them out. Let us know in the comments, actually, what your channel is about. That might do a little bit of networking while we're talking about procrastination. Because it's always, I'm about helping other people, like in my personal development work, I'm retired. I'm all about helping other people, and I just love doing that. It's just who I am. It's what lights me up, to know that I have actually helped someone, that I have given them something that has helped them on their journey. Yeah, so if we can do a bit of networking while we're here, that's great. Okay, Bushido, welcome, Carlos. Thank you for joining. Love the new channel. Oh, thank you. So for those of you that don't know, I've started a new channel, a second channel. I've been thinking about it for a few weeks, and so I started it a couple of days. I've been procrastinating on starting it. There you go. I was going to talk about that shortly. But a new channel called YouTubers Over 60. And I've been thinking about it for some time. And again, it's just about helping people. I've put 5 short videos up there. And just sharing what I'm learning or have learned over the past 5 or 6 months and am learning on YouTube. So that's been fun as well. So what have we got here? Channels. So we were just asking what channels were about so that we can network a little bit before we get back into talking about procrastination. Yes, reminds you of having a pen pal in school. Yes, connecting like this. So Life After Science, your channel is about the struggles with mental health issues. Yes, it is. And you're doing great. Your channel is I love how you've just been coming on live and, you're talking about what you're going through now and treatments and things like that. And it's really awesome. And Debbie Sue's is lifestyle. She talks about my life and just ramble. Why not? Why not? There's a lot to talk about and a lot to share. And there's a lot of people who are interested in what other people do. And Bakay Bushido is all about creativity. Nafisa, question mark. Sorry, I'm not sure if have I missed something, Nafisa? Forgive me if I have. I am reasonably new to live streaming, so on YouTube. Okay, so back to procrastination, why we do it. So procrastination we feel bad on the one hand, but on the other hand, we get some reward. So we get some reward in the moment because we have procrastinated, but we don't ultimately get what we want. So it's a kind of, it's a real push and pull thing with procrastination. The brain is getting a short-term reward, versus achieving long-term goals. And often procrastination is about fear and doubt and perfectionism. I know it certainly is for me. Just about to get a little visit from my fairy friend. If he gets in here, no, he's not. I've got the door half shut. So, we can go into that fight, flight or freeze response. And there can be a whole lot of self-criticism and negative self-talk that goes on with procrastination. And I know that for me, I either procrastinate when I don't want to do something, I don't know how to do something, or I'm in overwhelm already and I need to do something. So those are the reasons I will procrastinate. What about you? What is it that why do you think you procrastinate? Because understanding those things about myself has really helped me to deal with procrastination. And yeah, so let me know in the comments what it is. What is it for you? Why do you procrastinate? What else have we got in the comments? Life I've decided you do better with rambling than scripting. Yeah, absolutely. I've got some bullet point notes here because I just wanted to talk about a particular topic. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with just going on and talking to your audience or about anything in particular. Getting overwhelmed. Yeah, me too. Overwhelm is a biggie with procrastination. Yeah, I certainly agree with that. So what do we do about it? So breaking things down is one of the best ways. Small tasks. One of the things that I really dislike doing and that I procrastinate on is housework. So my house is clean and tidy, but I tend to put off the dusting, or I'll put off cleaning the bathroom, for a few days, or sometimes, a week or whatever it might be. And I find if I break that task down to doing one room at a time or one task at a time, I find it much easier to be able to do it. And I'm chipping away at it rather than spending hours doing it at once. Now, for somebody else, it might be the complete reverse. We're all different and we need to find, what works for us. Now, the other thing with it, I talked earlier about self-criticism and, that negative self-talk that goes on but often in our heads, it certainly does for me, it may not for you, that goes on in our heads when we don't, do what we're supposed to do or whatever, for whatever reason. And, excuse me, rather than being critical of ourselves, how about being compassionate with ourselves? So a few years ago, about 4 years ago, I guess, I started working with an intuitive healer. And, I'd always known about self-compassion, and it's something that I'd practiced it a little bit over the years, but I'd never really got it. I'd never really taken it on board and integrated it as a part of myself, something that I practice regularly. So I focused a lot more on self-compassion, and being kind to myself has made a massive difference. When I do procrastinate, it's like, I might procrastinate because I'm really tired. And it's like, well, it's okay. You're tired. You've had a big day. You've been for a massive hike, or whatever it is. It's just turning those negative thoughts around to kind thoughts about ourselves. So those are some ways that you can deal with it. What's one thing that you're putting off right now? I mean, I still have things. Yes, the bathroom needs cleaning. And I'll get to that today. So, so you feel like I might not meet somebody's expectations. Okay. Is that why you put things off, do you think? So yeah, let me know in the comments. What's one thing that you're putting off? So that is my little bit of information about procrastination. And if there's anything else you want to talk about, just put that in the comments as well, and we will chat about that. We're here to chat about whatever it is that you want to talk about, not just the topic that I've got. The topic is just here to kind of get us started and get some information across. So what have you been up to this week? It's Thursday morning here in New Zealand, 8:20, and you think you might disappoint someone, Debbie Sue, right? Yeah, that's a biggie, isn't it? I've certainly had that, and probably do from time to time still. So yeah, so this week I have obviously started my new channel, which has been great. Really enjoyed that. YouTubers over 60, and it's not just for YouTubers over 60, it's for, excuse me, it's for anyone who is new to YouTube. So I'm just sharing what I've learned. I've done that. I've recorded a number of videos for that new channel. Recorded some more just out walking and talking yesterday, and recorded some more for this channel. Recorded a little tutorial for the other channel. So yeah, it's been a busy week. I've been out in the garden, getting the garden ready for spring. It's springtime here now, so I've been doing that, planting vegetables and herbs. Yeah, out for a few walks. So that's been my week. Debbie, you're putting off cleaning out your fridge. Oh, yes, that's mine probably is due for a clean out too. So is my pantry. My pantry is due for cleaning out. But yeah, those are some jobs that they take a bit of time, don't they? Particularly the pantry, it's so big. And we need some time to focus on it. But yeah, something I definitely put off. So yeah, let me know what else is going on for you. What else would you like to talk about? Just know that procrastination is not laziness. It's often, there for a reason. As I said earlier, it's, and if you can figure out why, well, then that will certainly help you. You put off so much that I want to do from the agoraphobia. Yeah, well, that's understandable. And that's, I know something you're working with therapists and treatment. So, you're going in the right direction. You're taking steps in the right direction to help you with that. And I'm sure those people that you're working with, are helping you through that. And I guess, maybe that's about just small steps and little, small steps, little things that you can do, just, baby steps. It's, I know when I was burnt out previously, a couple of times I've been burnt out quite badly where it took me some months to recover. And, I know that was about baby steps. It was just, bit by bit by bit. Yeah. So, yeah. So, what else would you like to talk about? I seem to have an itchy nose this morning for some reason. Yeah, so I will be going live on my other channel. I was thinking about maybe doing it after this. So that's my new YouTubers channel, maybe. Maybe I will. Why not? I hadn't planned it, but maybe I'll just do it. It's always something to talk about, isn't there? Which is good. So who else does live streams here? Has anybody else? Life After Silence, I know you do them. And Lucy, we've been talking about, you're doing a course about them at the moment. Yeah, so what else is going on? I've been procrastinating on getting back to writing my book. I know I want a big chunk of time to sit down and finish the first draft. I've started it some time back. And that's another interesting thing, actually, with my second book. I sort of felt like I was procrastinating on it. And then I realized that it was all happening for a reason. And that was that the book is about, it's called I'm Not Going There, Manage Your Thoughts, Change Your Life. And I realized that the strategy that I came up with 2 years ago was something that really worked for me. But I've needed these 2 years to integrate it and to use it over and over and over and over and over so that I've got lots of examples I can use in the book. And so that I have really integrated that into myself. So that's been interesting. So I thought I was procrastinating, but it was actually happening for a reason. So that's another angle on procrastination. Carlos Bako Bashido, got to run, have a client in the waiting room. Procrastination is a great topic. Thanks for joining, Carlos. Appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks so much. Renegade's Garage, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you all being here. Life at a site. How long before you all started seeing traffic on your channels in the beginning? Yeah, good question. Let us know in the comments, people, because it's different for everybody. So this was a channel that I restarted. My new channel that I started just over 2 days ago, 24, 48, 2.5 days ago, has got 36 subscribers. But then I put that on this channel so that people could subscribe to this one. So that's about the first 10 people are people that I already had on this channel, came over and subscribed. So yeah. Renegade's Garage, I do live streams on Tuesdays and Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, cool. That's awesome. Debbie Sue, not yet. Yeah, there's it's not for everybody. You don't have to do lives, but it certainly helps your channel. So, but we'll talk about that over on my other channel. I'll go live there after this one. Yeah, I think the biggest thing with growing your channel is consistency. I think you're doing good, aren't you? Life to Silence. How long have you had your channel up and how many subs have you got now? It is all about being consistent. It's just, you've just got to keep at it. And, here's an example. So a guy that I know, JB, Jay has a channel, and last week he had under 300 subscribers. He'd been going for about, forgive me, Jay, if you watch this and I got it wrong, but about 4 months maybe. His channel was picking up. He's doing well. He's got great videos. He had a video that he put out 2 weeks prior, and this last week it's gone crazy. It's now got, last time I looked yesterday, was 14,000 views. He's got another at least 500 subscribers in the last 4 or 5 days. So videos can actually take off, a couple of weeks or even months down the track. So yeah, just have to keep at it, be consistent. And doing live streams at a regular time is really helpful. I didn't do that for a start. I was a bit off and on with them. So, that can certainly help. So we might wrap things up if there's nothing else that you wanted to chat about. And what I might do is get myself organized over on my other channel and go live from there. Life After Silence really started focusing on it 3 weeks ago. I'm at 108 subscribers, but I'm not getting more than 10%, even 10% on views, even 10% on people watching, the amount of content they're watching. So you mean the amount, the amount of they're watching of your videos. Yeah. So there's a number of things that could be impacting that. So let's talk about that over on my other channel. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this up. I think we've had a little discussion here, which is cool. Sometimes like last week, it went for 90 minutes. We just talked and talked and talked, and we had, more people, but under 15, right, all but one. I think in the beginning, that's probably pretty normal. I did an experiment with my new channel, and I put up 5 videos at once to kick it off. And it's something that a lot of experts don't recommend, but I have seen some channels that did it that kind of did well from the beginning. So I decided to experiment with it. Now, remember, I'm not trying to, yes, I want to monetize my channels, but I'm not doing this for income. I'm retired. So, I can kind of experiment a bit, and it doesn't matter too much. So thanks, Renegade. See ya, Renegade. So it doesn't really matter too much. So I experimented with that, and it's gone really, really well. So Okay, guys, so what I'm going to do is wrap it up. I'm going to take a little break, and in about 10 or 15 minutes time, I will go live over on my other channel, Life After 60, and we can talk all about YouTube. How about that? Okay. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you here next week at the same time. Okay. Bye for now.